Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Avel. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing. On this channel, I share my travel experiences through vlogging, through road trips videos, and videos like this one where I share my stories of places I've been to around the world. In today's video, I'm going to share my travel experience in Russia. In 2019-2020, I was a student in Ukraine doing my master's. And around December, the university was quiet, school was closed because it was the Christmas season and we had nothing to do. Ukrainian students had gone back to their homes, villages, hometowns, whatever. So we were just left there as international students. It was boring. And my friends came up with the idea to go to Russia and visit Moscow. I thought it's a good idea because I don't know when again I will be in that part of the world and go to Russia. So we said, okay, let's do it. So we got all the documentation needed for the visa. We went to the embassy. It was very smooth. The visa took us just a couple of hours from the time we applied. I think we got there in the morning, submitted everything, asked a couple of questions. Of course, what are you going to do there? How long you are staying? Blah, blah, blah. We did all that. And in the afternoon, we went back to the embassy and got our visas. It was really smooth. So we got the visas. Now we had to decide when to go to Russia. And we decided to go early January because around that time is Christmas in Russia. So for those who are not familiar, Russia is an Orthodox country, and Orthodox Christians celebrate their Christmas around the 6th or 7th of January. I'm not sure, but it's either the 6th or the 7th of January they celebrate their Christmas. So we wanted to experience that. We decided to go around that time. The day arrived, we took a train to Kiev because we were living in the west of Ukraine. So took a train to Kiev, got there and took a bus to Russia, to Moscow, I mean. The journey to Moscow was such a long journey by bus. I'm talking like 13 hours. Very tiring, very long and very cold. We got to the border and things were very tense at the border because we didn't speak Russian. The immigration officers at the border were struggling to speak English, so it was just a big mess. Ukrainian and Russian travelers finished all their procedures, went back in the bus, and we were still there waiting to finish with our process. We took so long that we ended up delaying everybody, because the Russians officers were trying to understand what we are coming to do, how long we are staying, but even those few questions, we struggled to communicate that with them. We ended up using Google Translate to tell them what we are coming to do, how long we are staying, where we are staying, and eventually they stamped our passports and we entered the country. When we entered Russia, we still drove about 5 to 6 hours. I mean, from the border to Moscow was still a very long way. So we still drove quite a bit and got to Moscow early in the morning, around 7 a.m. We got to Moscow and it was so cold. It was freezing cold. We got to the bus station. We were trying to order a taxi on Uber, and we realized that Uber was not working in Russia. We didn't know that. We had not checked we just assumed that, Uber works everywhere. So we were stranded. We didn't know what to do. We were told that there's an app called, I don't remember the name, Yandex, something like that. We tried downloading it, but we didn't have internet, or we were trying to go to a cafe, connect to the Wi-Fi, download the app, but it was just a struggle. So we saw a taxi station with the yellow cabs. We went there, we were able to get a taxi, took us to the hotel. We were so tired that day, we decided to just sleep. I remember I slept like a baby. I was so tired. And the following day, we decided to start exploring Moscow. We didn't have a lot of time because we were just staying for a weekend. We had just a few days to explore the whole city. So the following day, we went out. We went to the Red Square. The city was very beautiful. Moscow is such a beautiful city and very clean. It was nice exploring the city, and because it was this festive season, a lot of people were out. The city was decorated. It was really nice vibe, good experience. And the funny thing was, a lot of people were trying to take pictures with us. Don't know if they are not familiar with Black people, but they were trying to take pictures with us. They would approach you and ask, can I take a picture with you? And other people also just stare at you. You really feel like you are not at the right place. You really feel out of, I don't know what's the expression, but you really feel like you don't belong. Yes, that's the word. We really felt like we didn't belong because random people would just, can I take a picture with you? Or they would just stare at you and really stare there. They would look at you. At some point, it was really, really uncomfortable. But nevertheless, the city was beautiful. We walked around the Red Square, and the Kremlin, around the beautiful cathedral. I forgot what the name is, but you'll see it in the video. We did that for that day. The following day, we went again, explored the city, beautiful vibes. The metro station was very intriguing because it was so deep. I've never been in a metro station that deep. You had to go down. It was very fascinating. Then the weekend was up. We had to go back to Ukraine. I remember that day we left the hotel a bit late. So we had to rush to catch the metro that would take us to the bus station. As we were rushing in the metro station to go catch the metro, there was a police guy making signs, but we didn't think he was talking to us. So we just kept going because we were trying to catch the next metro. But we realized that the guy was getting a bit persistent, like, you guys need to come. And with sign language, pointing at us, then yeah, come. Then we go to the guy, and he was a police officer. It's not just a guy. He was a police officer. He had the uniform, everything. So he asked for our passports. He was asking questions. He was speaking Russian to us. We didn't understand what he was saying, but we understood passports. So we showed him our passports. He was speaking Russian and we were speaking English, but we don't understand Russian. He kept speaking Russian and we were just confused. We didn't know what to do at that point. And because we couldn't communicate, he kept asking questions we couldn't answer. And it was not as if we didn't want to answer, we just didn't understand what he was saying. So I think he got frustrated. He was like, follow me, like showing the sign that we should follow him. And he took us down, in the from the metro station, the floor we went down, and it was like they are like cells, like prison cells. And he's like, enter in the cell. We're like, why? Why should we enter in the cell? I mean, we are in a hurry. We are traveling. We are going to catch the metro to go take our bus, and the guy is like, go, like go inside. And we started getting scared because we don't know what this guy is saying. We don't know anybody in Russia. We don't understand the language. So we started getting a bit scared. So we just decided to obey what he was saying. So we went in the cell, and he was going through our passports, he would take my passport, go through it, put it down, take my friend's passport, go through it, put it down. So he kept doing that for some times. Then you ask other questions, still in Russian, and we will not understand. We will try to respond in English. Then he understood that this conversation was going nowhere, and he took his phone. He was calling people, I guess he was checking if our visas were correct. It went on for like almost 1 hour. We missed our metro, and we were just scared that we would miss the bus back to Ukraine. It was very frustrating as an experience, because you don't know what is going to happen to you. You don't understand the language. You don't know, man, like if they will accuse you of something, you don't know. And he was making calls, asking people, then he will cut the phone, then they will call him back, just talk. We were stressed because we didn't know what was happening. When we were exploring, we were taking pictures, taking videos. So we're like, maybe we did something illegal. So we were really stressed. And he got another phone call, and he was like, oh, okay, tak, da. I think that means like yes. He gave us our passport back. He opened the cell and said that you can go. We had missed our metro, but we went to catch another metro, got to the bus station. Luckily, the bus was still around. We didn't miss the bus, and we drove to Ukraine. It was a very stressful last hours in Russia, because everything else went well the entire journey. We didn't have any issue until the last few hours before leaving the country. We encountered this police officer who decided to just stress our lives. But overall, everything went well. This was before the war started. This was 2020. Today, I cannot guarantee that the experience will be nice visiting Russia. But what I can tell you, Moscow is a beautiful city. I really liked how clean the city is. I liked the architecture. As for being arrested by a police officer when you have done nothing, there's nothing you can do to stop that. So just hope that if you ever visit Moscow, such things don't happen to you, and that you have a nice experience. So that was my little story about my short trip to Moscow. I don't think I'm gonna go back to Russia. So that was it. Thank you again for watching today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like this video if you liked it. Comment, and I will see you in the next one.